Hey guys, welcome back to Ritu Pathak's English classes, and you can see that we will be having a bombastic session with one and only Ram. Hi Ram, and welcome to this channel. How are you doing?
Hi, ma'am. Thank you for having me in this channel, and I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic and so full of life and excitement to have you here on this channel. Ram,
Cool.
today I wish to discuss something about the positive mindset. What do you think about it?
Positive mindset. Okay. Well, it's a good thing to have positive mindset. I am a positive person. I mean, I have the positive mindset.
I just want to ask you one simple
Hmm.
question. In the
Okay.
most tumultuous phases, like we all are facing some tumult, some chaotic phases in our life, right? And we often actually fail to discover that innate strength that we have already. So I would like to know from you that whenever you face this kind of situation in your life, helps to discover that strength which you generally forget, that we have that strength.
Okay. So whenever, well, I think it depends on your mindset. Like, yeah, positive mindset plays a very important role when you're down, when things are not going in your expected way. So that time you have to have the positive mindset. But at the same time, I would say too much of positivity, too much of positive mindset is also very dangerous because you cannot see things very clearly. You cannot be realistic when you're over. I mean, it will make you overconfidence. You might think, oh, everything will be positive, everything will be working fine, no problem with that. But when things goes down, it's not because of some negative thing or something. It's because you're not able to see things clearly, and that's why it's because of your too much positiveness. And I would say that it's better to maintain the middle ground. You should not be too much positive. At the same time, you should not be a pessimist. Like, you cannot always worry about things that's not going to happen in your life. I think it's better to be in the stable ground.
Fantastically put together. And I feel, Ram, that you are so emotionally grounded. I mean, you are wise enough to understand the situation, you are pragmatic enough. So I want you to share one practical tip for this kind of trait in your personality.
Practical tip. Okay, I don't. No, I mean, I'm more like practically. I mean, I'm more like little realistic. I see the odds. Okay, so if I want to do something, well, for example, when I started a YouTube channel, when I initially started the YouTube channel, I had this thing in my mind. Okay, what if we lose? Okay, but still I tried it. It's because of the positive mindset. Okay, obviously it will work. Let's try for 1 year and see if it works or not. So it's more like, how do you say, don't think too much about what's going to happen in future, because it may or may not happen in your life, because you're the one who's deciding the reality what's going to happen next. So I don't think it's we have to stress too much on what's going to happen in the future. So if you live in the present, I think you would be positive in nature, and also don't go to the other extreme of overconfidence and extreme level of positiveness. Okay, everything is happening for me, it's because of some positivity only. Don't go into that phase. I think it's okay to be in the middle ground. Yeah.
Fantastic. So I think for you, middle ground is the hidden power that helps us to persevere even when circumstances seem insurmountable, right?
Yeah, so when
Mhm.
you're in the middle ground, you can see things clearly. Okay, these are all the problems that we are facing. So how to overcome this? Okay, these are all the losses that we have done. Okay, what did we do to lose all these things? So you can see things clearly when you're in the middle ground. So when you're, the thing is, so if you're a pessimist, if you are thinking negative all the time, you cannot even try anything. You won't even try because you know it's already going to fail. So you won't even try. So you won't have motivation to do anything in your life. If you're a pessimist or if you're an optimist, well, if you think too much about positivity, you think everything will happen in your favor. And obviously, you will lose because you cannot see things clearly. So I think it's better to be the middle ground. So you know things, you know the odds. Okay, these are all the advantages, these are all the disadvantages. So you can see through it and you can learn with experience. To get the motivation to do it, you need a little bit of positivity.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And Ram, what
So,
personally I feel sorry to interrupt,
Mm.
if I
Yeah.
feel personally that if we choose to stay resilient, right? Like
Mm.
nowadays, people are just putting forth their views on we have to be resilient, we must have that motivational drive. Because I
Mm.
personally think that every hardship becomes a profound catalyst for personal growth if we stay resilient. So, what's your take on that? That I mean, how far that feature of our personality can take us?
I can say obviously resilience is very important because if you have resilience, obviously you cannot lose things very easily. You won't give up. It's more like it's more than motivation. Resilience means it has the main reason you're so resilient. It's because you have the true purpose, you have the true meaning, the purpose of doing something. It's beyond the motivation. Motivation just comes and goes, but the true meaning, it's that's what gives you the thing of resilient. Okay, being any hardship you face, still you still want to do it. It's because you just want to do it. There is no specific reason why you want to do it. So that comes only when there is a true purpose. And yeah, it's the true purpose.
Fantastic. And by now, I assume that you are a tenacious personality, right? So I want to ask you, I mean, I'm very
Mhm.
curious to ask this. How can someone cultivate that kind of, tenaciousness or visionary
Okay,
mindset?
I will tell you. So at one point of time in your life, you will feel like you're completely lost, like you're not at all interested in anything because you haven't found out your purpose yet. And at that time, when you found your purpose, obviously you work your ass off, you work really hard. So it's not about just hard work for the sake of hard work. It's your interest. If you're really interested in, you won't see that as a hard work because you won't feel the pain. You will enjoy doing it. So I think it's everything connects to the purpose again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right, right. And I also feel that if you have that visionary mindset, if you have that positive mindset, and most importantly, that middle ground, then I think personally that over time we learn to discern what truly matters in your life. Like everybody is running after money, everybody is running in a rat race.
Yeah.
Eventually, we fall victim to those kind of situations, or you can say superficial aspect of our life, right? But if you have that clear mindset, that clarity, I personally feel allows us to cultivate a mindset that is both tenacious and
Yeah.
visionary, right? So,
Yeah.
is there any setback, Ram, that you want to share with us that gave you that power to bounce back? Because setback, I think that it's the unavoidable concept of our life. We all have to face
Yeah.
that kind of setback in our life. So, is there any
Yeah.
special setback that you can recall that has personally helped you to bounce back?
Oh, any setback in the sense, most of the things that I tried, nothing worked out. So the only one thing that worked out in my life is my YouTube channel. So it's still small, but I'm happy doing it. So I can say I can be a successful YouTuber, not with the numbers, but I feel pleasure. I feel happy when I do it. When I make YouTube video, when I edit video, I don't feel bored. I don't get so much stressed. I don't feel it
Wow.
as a job or anything. So that I can tell you. But other than that, most of the things that I tried, everything failed. I mean, it's not that I'm saying, oh, I failed so much, now I have cheated grade. I'm not saying something like that. I'm saying, losing things, it's common. Everyone does that. Everyone experiences it. So I think we have to lose a lot at a very young, in a early ages of our life because that time you learn everything. So when you're around 30, you'll be able to face life as it is. You know what's going to happen next. You will get the strength only when you have experienced the failures. So
Excellent.
to experience the failures, you have to try first.
Hmm. That means we have to
Yeah.
embrace failures as well. Along with our wins, we have to embrace the failures because I also personally feel like you that
Okay.
failures are the stepping stone. If you see the challenges at opportunities, right?
I will also tell you. Sorry. Yeah. I will also tell you one thing. The one thing that I've found in sports people, those people who are into sports at a very young age, they see failures every day. Like they compete with their friends, they compete in a competition. Obviously they cannot win all the games. They experience failures at a very young age. So when they are in the age of around 20, 30s, during those times they are very stable in their mind. Even if they fail in whatever they are doing, they don't get affected by it. They'll be like, okay, let's try more. Okay, let's do more practice so we can be successful. So they are very calculative. So I usually admire sports people because of that mindset. You know, if I get fail in something, I'll be like worrying about it for the next 2, 3 months. But sports people, they don't do that. They'll be like, okay, so we failed. Okay, what is the reason? Why did we fail? They will write down everything. Okay, next time we are not going to do any of these. Next time we're going to improve. And they do practice and they become successful. So it's failure is more like a game for them.
Fantastic. So I think
Yeah.
that people have that misconception that positive mindset is not that you have to think positively, but you have to embrace your failures as the opportunities to do better the next time, isn't it?
Yes, obviously you have to accept your failures. Only then you will know what to do next. If you don't embrace your failures, if you think in your mind, oh, I did not fail, they have failed me. If you put everything on someone else's head, if you blame people, obviously you're not going to learn anything and you're not going to win ever. So embrace your failures and learn from it. What are the mistakes that you did last time? Try to correct it next time. Obviously, you'll get it. It's very simple.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. For those audience who are planning to quit, who are planning to
Yeah.
throwing in the towel, they want to
Okay.
surrender. So, what message would you like to convey to that set of audience? How can they bounce back? How can they come back and see the challenges or the failures in their life as the golden opportunities so that they can make the most of it?
Okay. So actually, this is a very difficult question to answer. Normally, people would say, yeah, you should not quit. You have to be resilient, keep working harder, keep trying. So it's a very good answer. Everybody says that. But I have experienced this personally. I've quit preparing for civil services. I prepared for UPSC exam for 3 years, and at one point of time, I was like, okay, we cannot do this anymore. We have to go find a job because of some family situation, financial reason. I had to go find a job, so I quit preparing for civil services. I know I'm a quitter in that sense, I can say. So there are two possibilities. I would say if you're planning to quit, well, if you can work little harder, probably you can get it. Or else, if you quit it, still no problem. You can find some other thing, some other better things that is equivalent to whatever you had worked for. You can do that. So that it's not like only one purpose for life. If you quit something, then obviously you will get some other. So don't worry about whether to quit or not. It's up to you. It's your decision. But yeah, both can be done. If you quit, obviously you can get something better. If you don't quit, still you can do this. Whatever you're trying to do, if you can just work a little harder, you can get it.
Oh, wow, amazing. So, in a
Yeah.
nutshell, you want to convey the message that we have to explore the horizon and that is not the end of the universe, right?
Yeah, sometimes what happens, even when you try so hard, see, let me tell you, there is a proverb in Buddhism, like if 100 people are traveling in a way to go to the destination, only one person will reach that destination. The 99 will drift away, they will be distracted. So it's not like if everybody does hard work, everybody should achieve everything right, right? So it's not just about hard work, it's about time, environment, everything should align in one. Only then you can get it. It's better to stick with one and work on it for a long time. You will get it. You will get success in that.
Fantastically. So, Ryan,
Yeah,
I'm so thankful for having you on my channel, and you have
sure,
shared
ma'am.
so valuable insights with our audience. And I think that they will be benefited from our this short yet unique conversation. And once again, I am so thankful. I'm heartily thankful to you for accepting my invitation, and we had such a great time over here. So, thank you, Ram, for joining me once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me in this call. I really enjoyed this session.